Welcome to the What's Going On podcast.
What's going on?
Please note that the views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the host and guest and do not reflect those of our sponsors. This show is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice.
Take that.
Listener discretion is advised.
Pushing all this weight, say it's a workout. Later verse down, he laying in dirt now. Who let this curse in? I'm getting cursed out. Like
Yo, this is your boy, my name is Johnny.
And I am XP Early Bird,
Mr. XP, and this is
the What's Going On podcast.
What's Going On. All right. It's been a minute. I know we've been gone for a while because we just had a lot of things going on. But
Life
we
be
are
lifing.
back. Yeah, life is life for sure. We are back. We're doing a pod at night. Usually we do it in the morning, but we're doing it at night because tomorrow Earl got things to do. I got things to do. So we're gonna get it out tonight. But before we start any pod, I would like to always ask my boy and my brother and my good close friend, Mr. Early Bird himself, how is your motherfucking week? How is your? I don't know. It's been like what, 3 weeks, maybe almost.
It's been a
It's been a
close.
good
It
minute.
seemed like a month
It seemed
almost.
like a while.
Close to a month.
Yeah. Because when I went to LA, that's when it started. And then like you had, So anyway, how you been since the last pod for the viewers out there? Because I know we talk on the back end, but catch them up if you will.
I've been good. I've been good. I can't complain. But last week I went to the doctor and I found out that I have diabetes. And I don't know, like, how can I explain it? So when I first got when they first told me, I wasn't, because they didn't really say I had diabetes. They said that my A1C was high. The next day, which was Friday, it's like I was kind of, I wasn't scared or nervous. I was like, okay, what do I eat to keep it from skyrocketing or whatever, or to get it down. So I skipped breakfast and I'm hungry as hell, trying to work. It's a guy on the job that he always come back there and talk to us. He was like, "Man, you look sad," and I told him what was wrong with me. So I went to the doctor, found out that my blood sugar is high. Okay, I'm not scared of diabetes, but I was just kind of upset that I have to deal with it.
Right. Yeah.
So that was more so my initial feelings about it. So it's like I wasn't scared because I know a lot of this stuff is diet, and diet is just discipline. And since I got the news from the doctor, man, I've been strict water. Um, it's not hard to say no to the things that you're not supposed to eat. So like some people like, man, I gotta eat candy or I gotta drink a soda or something like that. It's not hard for me to say no to those things. So that's why I'm not afraid of diabetes. I just think it sucks. I have to deal with it. But so I went to my grandma's house that following Sunday, which would be Sunday gone, and all of the men in my family are sitting at the table, and the women were like they was in a different room. So while everybody's eating, man, I just asked, I say, is anybody in the family dealing with diabetes? The whole table started talking, man, and just giving me like tips and stuff, and like what to do and what to eat. And they was basically, and they were saying like, you can eat what you want, just don't eat so much of it. You know what I mean?
So it's portion control, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think I do good with that. I just have to do it even more meticulously. I guess that's the word that goes there.
Yeah, instead of 3 bacon, make it 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like you have to like change your don't eat the white rice, eat the brown rice and the yellow rice.
Yeah.
No, just things like that. But it's a challenge, man. I'm not going to shy away from it, and I'm going to do all I can to make sure I stay healthy. So that's something new that's going on with me. So
Yeah. Well, I remember you telling me yesterday about it, so I was thinking about that shit, and I not me personally, but I dealt with people in the family that dealt with shit like that. Jessica had, she had high blood pressure for a while, and we had to deal with that. So it's kind of like almost the same. No, I don't want to say almost the same thing, but you deal with. It's always the
yeah,
diet. It's like no matter
yeah,
what you have, they always tell you you have to change your diet. Like if it ain't some kind of weird, disease or cancer, like your diet is mostly the thing that's hurting you. So
yeah. You died.
um, yeah, we had to learn how to adjust eating habits and shit like that because you grow up you, when you grow up poor, you're taught, and this is something we talked about a while ago. You're taught to eat everything off your plate because
Yep.
it's just
You
the
don't want
way
to
it
be
is that you
wasteful.
you don't want to
Yeah,
be wasteful. You eat
yeah,
everything. Like if you don't
yeah,
eat this, then you don't get. You it's that. And it's
yeah.
almost it. And I get it why parents were like that because like you didn't know if you were gonna eat tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people didn't know where they were getting their food from, so you ate to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you don't realize how bad that is.
Right,
You
right,
know, to make your kids eat everything off the plate, or force them to eat because you don't want to waste food. And I get it. I'm not trying to like dismiss those parents like, oh, eat everything off your plate. What I'm saying is that, not everybody's built to eat everything off their plate. Even me growing up, I always been a slim guy. You know, I never ate like that because I just didn't like to feel stuffed to the point where I had to throw up, or like some people eat
right,
till they feel
right.
sick. That is your body telling you, yo, nigga, calm down, bro. Like I'm good. But
Yeah.
it's a mind thing because your parents made you eat everything off the plate, and now you're older and you're eating everything off the plate when you don't need to. You can take in your satisfactory amount of food and
Mm-hmm.
don't have to eat the rest of your plate, dog. And I tell Just that all the time, and I'm like, I don't make the kids scarf down their plate if they don't want it. If I make Adam a sandwich, I'll portion it. Instead of making it this big, I'll make it this big. Like
Mm-hmm.
I make it small enough where they'll eat it all and feel complete. Because a lot of people, especially kids, they eat with their eyes. I'm
Mm-hmm.
hungry. All right. I want this. I want my bowl of cereal this tall, or sandwich this long, or I want 10 meatballs. Like, not calm down, eat that, and if you're still hungry, you can come back for more, or better yet, because I tell Adam this all the time: eat that, wait like 5 minutes, and see if you're still hungry, because you have to let that
Mm-hmm.
shit settle, bro. Every time, oh, I want more. He'll eat more. But most of the time, I'll just tell him, yo, eat that and wait a minute and see if you're still good. And most of the time, he'll be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not hungry. So,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's definitely a portion control thing. And don't get me wrong, there's some people out there that eat the whole thing and your shit and call dibs on the next nigga's food. That is just not healthy eating, bro. You can go anywhere
Yeah,
in the
that's
world and they don't eat like us. You
yeah.
go to
That's
Japan,
some
they don't eat like us. You go to Europe, they don't eat like us. Like they portray us like fat slobs in the United States.
that's a habit I cut out like years ago. Like
Yeah,
like stuffing yourself. Like I
yeah,
cut
oh
that shit
no,
out like years ago.
bro,
Like bro, like if because it like you would eat, bro, and it would make you feel bad. And I'm like, bro, I don't like this feeling. So
bro.
I cut that shit out like a
Hmm.
long time ago, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I've
and
been
it
I've
what
been
what
doing that for a while too.
what made me notice it was like my lunch break. Like I'll go on my lunch break, then I'll come back to work, and now I'm bending over, and I can't bend
Mm.
over because it's like
Hmm.
there's so
Yeah,
much
you
food in
stuff.
my stomach,
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro,
bro.
so I'm not doing this shit no more, bro. So
Bro,
I cut that shit out like years ago.
I'll go to lunch with some of the guys back in the day, and they would scarf down like 10 pizzas. I'm like,
Yeah,
mm. Yeah, dude. I will watch some of these guys just eat Like we'll go to like Cece's Pizzas across the street from Gerald Jones, and I'll eat 1 or 2, 3 slices if that. These motherfuckers eat the whole bar out. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that, bro. And then you're shitting your brain. They'll all be in the bathroom for like 30, 40 minutes. I'm like, that's because y'all niggas, y'all nasty, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, but that's good, man. I'm glad that you are not scared of it and you figure it out. It's just one of those things that, you know, just added to the list of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of us have to deal with some shit. And I get the feeling you felt is like a scary feeling, like, oh my God, I never thought but
Mm-hmm.
you know, doctors always scare you. Like, I don't know what it is when doctors, it's like they almost love to deliver news in a bad way. You know, like
Yeah.
even if it's
Yeah.
good news, they deliver in a bad, like they need to teach them in school when they're doing their medicine.
Mm-hmm.
They need to do like a how to talk and deliver news class, because they
Yeah.
just don't know how to deliver news, dog. They are the most shittiest people to deliver news. Even if it's good news, they'll be like, oh, the baby was born. But he's good. Everything looks fine. Then why the fuck are you talking like they just suck at delivering
Yeah.
news, dog. Like, it could be
Yeah.
anything, and they just make it sound like you're going to die all the time, every time.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I get it. I get it.
But I guess like diabetes is it's in the black community like so heavy.
Yeah, it is. And I think that has more to do with just like it's the way we eat, and it's the food deserts. It's the companies that put a lot of the junk in the food. It's all of that. You know? It's
Mm-hmm.
everything that just puts your food together. Because even if you cook every day and you season your foods, the seasonings are probably too heavy. You know, you can't find, you know, a certain kind of more healthier way to eat. Like, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter what community you're in, whether you're Black, Spanish, Asian, all their native foods are good tasting, but really not too good for you. You know, like
Yeah.
fried chicken.
Yeah.
You know, Spanish people, we have the rice, but it's heavy on the seasoning. You know, Chinese people eat a lot of fish and shit like that, which is good, but like it's still like certain things they prep. It's not, you know, it's just a lot of that. But yeah, it's just the way those communities were raised. It's just, you know, when there were slaves, they didn't have food, so they ate a lot of bread and they ate a lot of pork and, you know, shit like that. And so, you know, like I say, even now, the ghettos, food deserts, all you do is buy junk food, Oreos, chips, and so
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
never
So
gonna get
that's
better until we make it better. But I don't know, corporations have a stranglehold on food, and you really can't do anything. Like, if you go outside right now and try to find the healthiest shit to eat, it don't matter if you go buy a
yeah.
fucking salad. It's gonna either cost you so much that you can't afford it, or it's still not good for you because you got to
Yeah. It's
put
still not
dressing
good for
on
you.
it. You're gonna buy it with a soda. You know, it always bugged me out when I see the nigga in the store go buy the, you know, the chicken salad bomb with the 30-ounce Diet Coke. Like, bro, like, you're not doing anything to help you, my boy. Like, what are you? It's just, but
Oh
yo,
man.
yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. You just gotta less intake, you know, more
Yeah.
discipline, and
Yep.
you'll feel right in no time. You know.
But I will say this though, since I found out I've been like no strict water diet or drink like the little packets. Um Watching what I eat and I do feel better.
No,
Like
you will.
I do feel better.
Listen, a couple years ago, I ate. I forgot where I ate. I want to say it was McDonald's or something, And bro, it made me feel like a piece of shit, dog. I'm talking about like, I even told Jess, I'm like, yo, I feel like a piece of shit. Like I want to punch myself in the face because I don't feel good after
Damn.
eating this meal. So I I cut it out. I stopped eating it altogether. Like I haven't ate McDonald's in a minute, but like I stopped eating at fast food places and I started eating like more like, I don't want to say it's better necessarily, but like more cooked food instead of fast food, if that makes sense.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
started going to like restaurants and diners, and yeah, it cost me
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more, but like it was fresh meat. It wasn't like some
Mm-hmm.
processed horse shit that McDonald's or Wendy's cooks for you or Taco Bell gives you. And I felt better, about it. I would eat a little bit more red meat instead of eating that junk. And then like we
Mm-hmm.
would eat salads every now and then and whatnot. Just will make like home cooked food. I cut out a lot of fast food, and we've been feeling a lot better, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just we don't even give it. I don't even like buying the kids McDonald's no more. When they ask for McDonald's, I don't. Jaden does his own thing because he's grown, so he'll go to McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
with his girl. But I don't feed them McDonald's anymore. I won't buy them. I won't go to the store and buy them McDonald's. I'd rather go to Publix and make a sandwich and bring home sandwich, stuff. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
even sandwiches are not good for you because you put salt, pepper, oil, vinegar. By the time you spice it up, it's better than Burger King and McDonald's for sure, but
Yeah.
it's still not the best
But
thing. So
then the bread is not
exactly, the
good for
bread, it
you.
has sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, bro. It's just the intake is what really matters here. If you can control the like, yeah, eat bread, but don't eat the whole loaf. You know what I mean? Eat a sandwich and then that'll be that.
Yeah.
But some people, eat a sandwich this big. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll eat, 6 meatballs and like a whole bowl of spaghettis or a whole thing of soup. I'm like, yo, that wow.
So and like something that I would do is eat small proportions and then I just kind of like snack or eat throughout the
Mm-hmm.
day,
I'm
instead of
I'm gonna tell
eating
you,
all at once.
yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I'll eat. I won't eat it as soon as I get up in the morning. I'll break fast maybe around. It depends on when I. So for instance, if I get up at 6, I'll break fast at maybe 7, 8 o'clock. I let my
Mm-hmm.
body warm up first. I
Mm-hmm.
can't eat right away. You know how some dudes just get up and the first thing they do is eating something. I can't
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
have to wait. I have to let my body warm up. I gotta let my juices roll. I might drink a cup of water or a little bit of tea, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then I eat a breakfast. I'll eat a small breakfast, 1 egg, bro. Maybe 2 bacons, if not half a bacon, bro. I'm dead ass serious. I'll make Jessica the same thing,
You say half a bacon?
bro. Like a strip of bacon is
A
about
strip
that
of bacon,
long.
and you cut it in half?
I'll cut it in half, or I'll eat just the one slice. Just depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I want bacon, sometimes I don't. I'll eat if I eat a sausage, it'll be a small sausage, maybe two, maybe like I don't go crazy because
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like breakfast all that much, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't always like eating eggs. Like I get tired of eating that shit. That shit gets old, and everybody thinks they need to eat eggs in the morning. You don't. Eat steak. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. The corporate America made you think you need to eat breakfast in the morning and a
Yeah,
bowl of
they make us think
cereal.
we need a lot of this
You
shit.
don't need to eat that shit. I tell my kids all the time, what do you want to eat for breakfast? You want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Eat it. You want steak? Make it. Like it's left over, eat it. You want chicken? Eat. Bro, you don't need to. You can eat whatever you want, bro. It don't have to be a bowl of cereal and a thing of eggs. That was just some shit they did for farmers so they can make bread. You don't need to eat
Yeah.
eggs in the morning. But anyway, eggs are quick to make. I'll make the kids egg pancakes. Sometimes if we have leftover, whatever, fucking chicken or steak, I'll
Mm-hmm.
eat that shit in the morning. I ate
Yeah.
one time. We went to hibachi, and that shit's fresh. And I ate that shit in the morning for breakfast with Jess. I think it was like maybe like 9, 10 o'clock. But anyway, the point is that just eat it, bro. Just don't eat so much of it. And then in between. let's say breakfast and lunch, I'll snack on something. I'll eat like banana or yogurt. Get some Activia yogurt. Those things are pretty good. They got a little bit of sugar, but it's not a lot. It's real good for your gut, and it helps your gut. If I get to the point where I'm hungry, I'll eat one of those right between a meal, and that'll coast me through another hour or two. I'll eat a banana. I eat an apple.
Well, what I've started doing is like because I know like I know I'm supposed to stay away from the sugar and everything, but I got a bag of Twix and Snickers, so I take one of each. So if I get hungry and I'm at work, I just eat one of those, um, and it'll get me through.
Yeah,
Like it'll
but
help me like fight the hunger,
yeah,
because I'm up and I'm working. I'm burning it
yeah.
off, and I'm not like just sitting still,
I, I'm gonna tell.
napping or whatever.
I will. Snickers are okay, but like I said, that's just sugar and shit. So it's really not doing that for your hunger. It's doing your sugar, like it's getting you hyped. But for your hunger, it ain't
But
doing shit. You should, bro. Out of all the things I've tried, bananas work the best when you're in between lunch and or dinner
but see
because
that they told me not to
they're.
eat a banana
I
because they
know,
said
but
it'll
I
make it
like that.
spike.
That helps me with my hunger, dude. I can eat a banana and I'm good for like 2 hours, dog. And I don't know what it is. It's like it makes you feel full, and then like it don't give you a stomach ache. It don't make you shit. It's like the perfect fruit, dog. It fills you up. But yeah, I don't know. Like, and that's the thing. Like, it's iffy. You can't eat a banana. So it's like you just gotta
Yeah,
find. You
yeah. I
gotta
gotta
find
find out like
your
what I can eat really.
yeah.
Yeah,
But as soon as you
but
learn to balance out the diet, you'll figure out what works and what don't work. You know what I mean?
it's just a challenge, man.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
But but yeah, you'll get it, dog. It ain't nothing, man. Mad people live with that shit and they all fine and
yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? So um
Uh,
yeah.
but how you
So
doing though, bro?
bro. So all right. I'm no complaints. You know me. If I have a complaint, I'll just be like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm done. But nah, dog. Everything's been good since the last pod, dog. Like, well, I went to LA. We dropped off the dog. That was fun. Like that
Hmm.
was super dope. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. We made the trip into like a mini vacation. Instead of just dropping the dog off and coming right back, we stood out there like 3 days.
Hmm.
Man, bro, we drove everywhere, dog. I was all and LA is big, bro, but we didn't even do like 1% of the map, dog. It was
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. But we went to Beverly Hills. We went to go see the Menendez brothers' crib where they killed their parents. Nigga, we went to Rodeo Drive. We we went to Skid Row where all the bums sleep. Like we went everywhere, dog. Like,
What you stupid?
bro, it was crazy, dog. And bro, we went to Skid Row, man. You look down the street and all you see is tents and dudes and bitches sleeping everywhere, though. You don't see no sidewalks. They don't park cars there because there's tents everywhere. Bro, it looked like, yo, I'm not even kidding you, dog. Everybody asked me, was like, yo, is it like New York? Bro, LA is nothing like New York. I'll tell you that shit right now. Nothing like New York. New York is a different vibe. We got different bums. The shit in these areas, it was like zombies, bro. I bro, I can't even explain it, but when we went to Skid Row, we drove through it, bro. It just looked like we were in the apocalypse, bro. It was just like,
Damn.
and I feel so bad because you're watching these people live like this, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like it's did watching that made you realize how much we failed society, especially that part of society, because most of those people were like army veterans,
Dang.
people who lost their jobs during, probably COVID, drug addicts, of course, alcoholics, and like all these people have a backstory. And, they don't all start with alcohol and drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
started off somewhere good. I'm sure they were young kids, teenagers that just got lost in this really terrible, system that they call life out there, bro. It's heartbreaking, to say the least. But the only thing I got from it is how the state itself don't handle it at all.
Right,
It's
right,
almost
right.
like they just like, all right, well, this area is for y'all. Do as you please. Because it was almost to the point where like they do drugs out in the open, and there's no repercussion for it. They just do it. And it's wild, bro. It's insane. Because right when we drove through Skid Row, and then we
Mm-hmm.
go into like Hollywood, and then all of a sudden, like, it you don't see the bumps no more, but you see like people trying to hustle you now. So it went from drug addicts and bums to like another area where they're trying to hustle you, because Hollywood Boulevard is where we went next.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, it it was a different vibe there too. So it was like, like it was like hustling niggas out there, like people trying to make you buy shit. And I already knew that vibe because it was like a Manhattan vibe. And I don't know if you've ever been to Manhattan, but Manhattan is like where the scammers and the people who are trying to sell you their mixtapes with no music on it, like those guys are there. So yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, niggas running up on you talking about, yo, you want it? I'm like, nah, bro, no. That's when you gotta like be super aggressive with them. But yeah, dude, Hollywood Boulevard was dope. We saw the stars. Went to the Wax Museum. That was fire. We went to the pop store. That was dope. That was the biggest pop store I'd never been to a pop store, by the way. That's the only one. I think they said they had two. One in LA and then one somewhere else. I don't know if it's Vegas.
You
Somewhere.
say pop store?
Pop store. Like the vinyl pops, like these things.
Oh, pop store. Okay. Yeah.
Bro, they had a pop store, dog. It was fire. Bro, they have
Damn.
like big size pops, like big, like, and they themed them out like they had like Hollywood, like superheroes, DC, Marvel, Dragon Ball, anime over there, uh, 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 uh everything, horror, movies, cereal, like candy, bro. It was.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the store for at least an hour, just taking pictures, and then I bought a
Dang.
bunch of pops. I bought me like, I bought me maybe like six, three. Yeah, I bought me six, which don't sound like a lot, but it's a lot when you're trying to pack up
Yeah.
luggage. So
Yeah.
or else I would have OD'd. But yeah, if I was not flying, I would have bought like thousands of dollars probably worth of pops though, like easy. Because I
Jeez.
spent on just these six, it was like, I don't know, maybe like $100 something bucks.
Mm-hmm.
They were like $15 to $16 each, but it was dope,
Jeez.
dog. We had mad fun. Yeah, I got Dragon Ball, like exclusive Dragon Ball shit in my room over there, dog. I'm super hype about them. But yeah, it was fun, dog. We had mad fun. We ate everywhere, dog. We ate at Jack in the Box, Farmer Boy, like all these cool places. And one thing I learned and picked up out in LA is niggas put Thousand Island dressing on their cheeseburgers, which is unheard of anywhere else. Every time we got a cheeseburger, Jess was like, yo, what is that on there? And I'm like, I don't know, some kind of, I thought maybe it was some kind of like secret sauce, like, how Zaxby's has their sauce and,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I'm like, it may be just sauce, but she was like, no, it's on, like, every time we get a cheeseburger, we it's on there. I'm like, I don't know. I asked the guy on the thing. He's like, oh, it's Thousand Island. I'm like, all right. Then when we went to the next place, it's a Thousand Island. I'm like, that must be an LA thing. So I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't think I asked anybody, but I'm pretty sure that's an LA thing. Kind of like
Yeah.
Wendy's puts mustard on their cheeseburgers in New York. I don't know why, but they do that shit.
I might
But
have to
yo,
try
not for
that then.
nothing. It's not bad because I like Thousand Island dressing. It's pretty good on a salad. Never
Mm-hmm.
ate it on a cheeseburger until I went to LA, and that was pretty fire.
So
So
it
that was
was
good.
good.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually pretty good. It actually gave the cheeseburger like a whole different vibe. It was crazy. It was a whole different vibe for the cheeseburger. I was like, okay, this is not too bad. So, but yeah, dude, it was a vibe out there, dog. Like for real. Like it was cool. We drove, bro. Man, we drove everywhere. We went to Venice Beach, like the famous beach where everybody does the movies. We went there.
Mhm.
That shit was a vibe.
So what was the place where y'all had, like, was it like a wax museum or something that y'all
Yeah,
went
that was
to?
a wax museum. It was the lady, I forgot. It was like the famous wax museum, like the best one you can go to. It was that one. It was out there on Hollywood Boulevard because we were on Hollywood Boulevard for like 2-3 hours, maybe more. We went to go see Selena Star because Jesse wanted to go see that, so I took her there. She's been telling me she want to go see the Star since before we even thought about going to LA for the dog, before the dog was sold. So this just so happened to the universe just put us there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I took her to see the stars. We had fun there. Then we went to Hollywood Boulevard. We walked up and down there, bought a bunch of shit, bought like, just a bunch of knickknacks like hoodies and shit like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, no, we just had mad fun, though. We just did the thing, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to go see the Menendez brothers' house because she watched the show and we looked it up. We went to the Hollywood sign. We drove in the motherfucking mountains up there. Yo, that shit was crazy too. Yo, it's so high, your ears start popping when you drive up there, dog. We went to the observatory where you could see like the planets. Bro, I looked into this telescope, like I can't even tell you, it's mad big. It's fucking you stick your eye in the little thing. Yo, I saw the moon like I was on it. That's how fly this telescope, bro. This shit probably cost like
For real?
a gazillion dollars, bro. He was
So
like, all
what did
right,
you see?
bro. The
Like,
moon, nigga, like
I'm saying,
like,
like, can you see like the details of the
bro,
moon?
the detail. Yeah, I actually, it is so fly because the guy knows how to. I'll show you a picture, but he put my phone in the telescope and like zoomed in on it and used my phone to zoom in more. It was wild, and he took a picture of it. It was crazy. I got a
Damn,
picture of the moon off the
it's
telescope. It
crazy.
was,
That's
yo, you
crazy.
can see like the crevices of the moon, like the indents and all
Hmm.
the shit that hits it and all the impacts that fuck it up. Yeah, it was fire, dog. It was really good. But
Yeah,
we
that's pretty
went
neat.
there. Yeah, it was dope, man. It was actually that was the first time I ever looked in a telescope with one like that where you can actually see a planet mad far away. You know what I'm saying? That shit was
Hmm.
dope. And then we went at night, so it was nice clear night. And when you're up there, I would assume that's like the highest point because you could see the whole city, dog. It's crazy. Like lights for days, dog. It was nuts. But yeah, man, that was fire. And then I bumped into my cousin that I haven't seen in like 20 something years. That was wild, you know?
Small world, man.
Yeah, it's super small, dog. Like he saw I was posting videos and then he texted me and then he asked me what hotel was. I was like, I'm in this hotel. He was like, you mean this hotel? We in the same hotel. He's on the 9, I'm on the 6. And we met up in the lobby and we talked and we ended up going to Venice Beach together that day. It was dope too, you know what I'm saying? And
Dang,
I haven't
that's
seen him
cool,
in
man.
bro, I haven't seen this nigga since I was a kid, dog. Like probably like 11, 12 years old, dog. Because I was still living in the Bronx when the last time I saw him. And
Hmm.
when I stopped seeing him when I was still in the Bronx and I moved to Queens and I just never saw him again until we became friends on Facebook as an adult. And then
Hmm.
I saw him in LA. So that was fire. Shout out to my cousin Derek. That was cool. We talked, we caught up. He was with his girl, I was with the wife, and they clicked. So it was good. It was a good
Good,
experience
good,
overall. Though. It was mad
good
fun.
vibes, man. Good vibes. Yep.
But yeah, it was good. But other than that, dog, been working, getting dogs. I just got my dog just gave birth about a week ago. About 2 weeks ago. My next dog is about to give birth any day now, and I just got another litter from my my lady who I buy dogs from. So I got dogs that need to be sold. I sold a couple already. Actually, dropping one off tomorrow. And then another one. Another one's pending. Still, she
Hmm.
paid for it, but I'll put a deposit. But the dog is not ready yet. Still baby. So as soon as it's available and it's old enough, then she'll get it. Shit like that. So yeah, everything's good though. Everything I cannot
Damn.
complain, bro. I cannot complain. Everything, we've been busy, uh, just doing things like that, bro. Everything is super good, bro. I am not complaining about nothing.
Cool,
Kids are
cool,
good, you know what I mean? So yeah, we just staying busy. Mad, just mad dog shit, bro. Just mad work. Like they keep me busy, dog.
cool, cool. Well,
But
that's good, man.
yeah, we're happy for that. But I guess we could get into these topics if you're ready.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's all right, let's go.
So what we talking about first?
Um we could talk about the mom and kid that got
Oh,
jumped,
okay.
something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
A bunch of
So
other kids.
the woman's name is Korshonda Hatter. She's
Mm,
33 years old, and she was walking with her 9-year-old son.
right.
And it was a group of kids that was following them, surrounding them, whatever. And they hit the 9-year-old kid. I think the kid been getting bullied by them for a while, or
Yeah.
whatever. And they hit the kid in front of the mother, and the mother was trying to protect the son.
Yeah, I saw the video. Did you see the video?
And yeah, I saw the video.
Yeah, it was
It
wild.
was it was terrible, man. And
Yeah, it
then
was annoying to watch too.
they attacked the kid, they attacked the mother, and then I think the woman was pregnant with the
Mm,
kid as well. Um, it's just terrible, man. And what I really want to talk about with this incident is the lack of male presence in the community. Like
yeah,
I feel like if men were more involved in the community, then things like this wouldn't happen. It's like just your presence alone. Like you ain't even got to say nothing to nobody. Like bro, like you just standing there can be a deterrent to a lot of things.
yeah,
But no, I feel like the men in our community, man, they turn a blind eye to a lot of things. They feel like a lot of things is not their fault, their responsibility, and they shouldn't get involved. But no, something like that, man. We got to step up and make sure those kind of things don't happen.
yeah. I when I watched the video, man, a couple of things concern me, dog. And I say this all the time, and people be saying I'm hating or whatever, but we became so accustomed and so numb to people just getting hurt, and we don't even care. The first,
Hmm.
our first thought is to just record it,
Hmm.
which I get to a certain extent. Like, you want proof, that's fine. But, like, you don't need 10 people recording it. Two niggas at tops can record it. The other fucking 8 can help. Like,
Yeah,
nobody calls the cops. Everybody just wants to record. We are so, as a society, we are so stupid because all we want to do is record and get likes. And that goes back to all the things I'll be talking about. Like, we just care about recording. Like, everybody just wants to record and get the hot moment for the
right,
for
right,
the moment.
right.
Instead of helping that poor lady, dog. Like, you see 10 little fuck bags beating up a grown ass woman and her poor 9-year-old kid, regardless of what's going on. Like, if the kid,
Hmm.
even if the kid was a pain in the ass or a badass or whatever, he did something, like, you don't do that. Like, you don't have
Yeah,
a bunch of kids just bully or beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just wrong. And yeah, you're right. There's no male presence in these homes, dog.
yeah,
It's sad, dog. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just the school. And that's another thing too. The schools never, almost never, do anything in these situations. It's always like they try to keep it in house so they don't get, like, put on blast. But it's like, you got kids out here coming out of your place
hmm,
and beating up kids on the way home from school. Like, you have a responsibility. We have to send our kids to your institute so they can act like fuck, like these little shit bags that were doing that. There's something wrong, bro. There's a disconnect between home and school.
yeah,
There's a complete disconnect. Like, I don't want to send my kid to school where he's gonna get hurt. But then when I leave my kid home, you force me to send my kid to your shitty institute. So,
Yeah.
like, why? Why would I mean, even in a nice neighborhood, like, you send your kids to school to get bullied, and if you leave them home, they make you send your kid to school, dog. If it was up to me, bro, I wouldn't send my kids to any of these fucking schools. I wouldn't. Like,
But
I
you're
wouldn't.
not the only person I heard say that.
Because they listen, and this is no jabs at any teachers or any, it's not the teachers, because it really isn't. I think it's the institutes themselves. Like, it's the way they are governed and structured. They don't let the teachers, first of all, they don't even pay them enough. It blows my mind how teachers don't get paid as good as, I don't know, anything else that makes mad bread. Like, I don't expect them to make judge or lawyer money, but these are the people teaching our kids. So why they don't get paid good, it blows my mind. When we're paying judges mad bread to throw people in jail for no fucking reason, and lawyers get paid out the wazoo to throw you in jail and lie on you, when we can't even pay our teachers. That's one thing. But
Yeah.
going back to the kid, yeah, they don't ever like nip it in the butt. They wait for that shit to just become a thing, and it's like, oh, now the kid got beat up outside of school. That has nothing to do with us. Yeah, it does, motherfucker. He's in your school for 8 hours of the day getting bullied, and that shit leaks out into the street. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with y'all. Everything started in school, because if he was home, that shit wouldn't be happening. I'm not gonna bully him at home.
Yeah.
Which, in some cases, some parents do beat their kids and are abusive, and school is an outlet for them. But what I'm trying to say in this moment is that, yeah, school don't fuck around. I mean, school ain't fucking with you if you're not doing what what you're supposed to be doing. And in this case, I don't know the ins and outs, but it looked like the school didn't give a fuck about the bullying in school. They don't ever do shit.
Yeah. And it's like the lack of home training, because the thought of a kid hitting an adult, like, bro, like, what are you teaching your kids at home? You know what I mean?
That's another thing too. Like, dip into their parents. Like, what are you kids at home doing? Like, what's going on with you, bro? Like, why are your kids beating up grown ass
Yeah.
people? And I don't know. I think when you have kids that young roaming the streets, doing whatever they want to do, acting wild, like, you have a responsibility as a parent to make sure your kids are not out there being a menace to society, bro. Like,
Right.
seriously.
Right.
And if somebody came up to me and be like, yo, Adam's 10 now, right? If I let Adam outside and somebody comes up to me like, hey, your kid's doing something wild, I'm going to go ask Adam, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to dismiss it and be like, yo, my kid don't do that. No. I know kids, they little shitbags sometimes. They might do some fuck shit. Man, I was a kid, and he might be around his friends and he might have did some fuck shit, and I'm gonna go and ask him. And if he lies to me, then he's gonna have a problem. But I'm gonna try to go at it in a way where I'm not dismissing either side. I'm going to find out.
Right.
Did he throw a rock? Did he break a window? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he was with some kid. Like, I'm gonna find out. I'm not just gonna be like, nah, my kid don't do that. Mm-mm. No,
Yeah.
I'm a benefit of the doubt type of guy. I'm gonna find out. I'm like, oh, he did that. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna talk to him. We'll see. Show me what's going on. We're gonna go. But sometimes you got these parents that just don't want to admit that their fucking kids are a piece of shit, bro. And the parents who do that, and you realize that the parent is a piece of shit. Now you know why the kid is an asshole. And there you
Yeah,
go.
man.
There's your problem.
Yeah.
There's your problem right there.
So it was so much wrong with this situation, man. It's like, you can, for those kids that has the makeup in their mind that they're going to put their hands on an adult in a violent way, that goes to show, like, the type of upbringing that you have in your home.
Yeah, dude.
And then on top of that, it's like, as a community, bro, like, you're supposed to come together to make things easier, make things better. And it's like,
right.
where was everybody? You know what I mean?
Recording. Bro, my mom always told me, listen, living in New York, bro, we always had scuffles with neighbors and people would be playing too close to their car. Niggas would come out and start yelling at us, and we'll go get our moms. And my mom always told me, no matter what, dog, she's like, you don't ever talk back to an adult. You leave that to me. And I always thought, respect the elders. That's what I was taught. And that always flies with me.
Yeah, me too.
I never argued with, I remember one time my teacher grabbing me by the arm and like shaking my arm violently because I was probably being a little dick, yeah. But, the way she grabbed me was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
even when that happened, I didn't like yell at her. You know what I mean? Like I told my mom, and my mom came down to the school and they talked and whatnot, whatever. And that was that. But some kids these days, they're like, get off me. And they want to punch the teacher. And, and I get it, they put their hands on you, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. A kid trying to fight an adult, because you already know that's not going to go good for the kid at all. You're just not strong enough for that. But in this case where there was a swarm of them, you can kill one bee, but you try to take out the hive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got a different problem, man.
Yeah, but back to what you were saying though, it's the way they're being raised. Like I bet you go home to their homes and they probably don't have no food in the fridge, type of shit. Their moms probably got like 6 kids in the house. Probably don't pay them no mind. Like it give me that kind of vibes though. Like,
Yeah, it does.
It's sad to say that it's always these kind of communities that have these issues, and it's sad to say this is what we created, and this is society in this area. You could just look at the school, look at the neighborhood, and just look at the surroundings, and already know that obviously this is a low income area. This is somewhere in the hood, and nobody cares.
Yeah,
they don't care about us at that point.
I don't know if you remember this video or not, but it was a video of these kids about to fight. And then this random dude comes out the middle of nowhere and gets in between them, and he's pointing out like, so like that's what I'm saying. Like where's the presence of the men? It's like if the man is present, like if the man is present, you can deter a lot of this stuff, man.
Yeah, because I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
A strong male presence can change the dynamic of anything, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what anybody says. You can have 10 women trying to break up a fight. Ain't nobody listening to them. Nobody's listening to them because and this is nothing against women in general, but I'm just saying, nobody, especially like, there's just something about the tone of a dad, of a man, that once he starts to talk, like you listen, especially when he's upset, like the bass in the voice, the hand gestures, probably the way he's moving his body movement. When your mom, like, bro, even in the house, even in a family that's together, mom and a dad, when there's issues and the mom can't handle it, what's the first thing she does? Oh, I'm gonna get your father.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I'm gonna whoop his ass. It just means like, oh, shit's about to get real now. Because this nigga's gonna come, he's gonna scream on me, he's gonna take something away. Like, you understand? In the streets, that works the same way with kids. Nobody's gonna listen to another kid or another woman or anything. It has to be a father figure, dog. Like, and kids who don't have father figures don't understand that. So they see a guy come out and say, "Hey, what the fuck y'all doing?" And they're like, "Oh shit, this nigga mean business." Like you understand? There's just something about that, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if there's multiple grown men going out there to survey the situation, dog. It makes for a better situation.
Yeah, I mean, I really hate that it happened to her, man. But like our community got to do better. Got to do better.
I mean, put their fucking phones down and stop acting like fucking children. telling you, dog. Between between the phones and the streamers and these idiots out here, bro, it just people, bro, people are literally living in La La Land, bro. Like people have no, like they can't distinguish what's real or fake. They just think like this internet shit is life, and that's it. Like, bro, I'm telling you, dog. If internet went down for a couple months, yo, you know how many people gonna die? I'm talking about real shit, dog. People gonna
Yeah.
die. You think the Great Depression was bad and people jumping out the windows because they lost their money? Let people lose their internet, dog. I promise you, people will kill themselves
Well,
when they realize they
we might
can't go
need a
online no more.
we might need an internet detox, bro. We probably need like a good 3 months of no internet, bro.
I'm telling you.
And just see how the world reacts, and like, you know what I'm saying, like just see how they.
Bro, just to when TikTok was almost banned,
Mhm.
yo, grown men were acting like bitches when TikTok was almost banned, dog. I'm watching grown men on my on my Instagram, on my Facebook complain about TikTok being gone. I'm like, bro,
Damn.
you are like, they're going crazy. And why? Because this is all they know. It's what, bro, with the Kai Sanat, the I Speed, Aiden, all these streamer kids, they don't have a clue, bro. I don't care what anybody says. These kids they dumb, dog. They to me, and the way I see them react to just situations, even on their streams, when they go to like award ceremonies and whatnot, they don't even know who half the people there. Who are they? Because they use their youngness as an excuse, which is bullshit to me. Because Adam's 10 and he knows who Lupe Fiasco is. He knows who's Tupac. He knows Biggie. He knows Linkin Park. Like he knows these bands. He knows these songs. He knows a lot of the old songs that I've been listening to, like Smokey Robinson, and he knows these songs. So there's no excuse. It's just these kids think that their chat and their live stream is everything, and that's it, dog. And I'm trying to, and I know this is going into a whole different direction, and this is actually probably kind of like in the next topic, so we might as well just get into that. But
Mhm.
I watched a interview with Dion Cole, the guy from
But yeah,
Blackish.
yeah.
He's funny as fuck. He said something that really caught my ear, dog. And I agree with him on this. He was talking about Kai Cenat, right? On
Mhm.
I don't know if it was Breakfast Club or Drink Champs, and he was saying how the young crowd now don't respect the elders or the ones that came before them because they don't know who they are, and they use "I'm young" as an excuse. Fine, but just because you're young doesn't mean you have to excuse your elders that came before you and open these doors up for you. Like if it wasn't for
Mhm.
all these, black actors and musicians and this and that, you wouldn't even have a platform to do the dumb shit you do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Nobody would even care. But they don't take the time and the effort to learn who these people are, especially like young new rappers. They rap and they make money using the culture, and then you ask them do you know who NWA is? Oh, I don't know them. That shit's before me. That shit's old, bro. I don't know what that is. I'm a young nigga. Like, that's not an excuse, bro. That is not an excuse not to know who paved the way for you, bro. It's just not. And that
Okay,
don't make
so
no sense.
can I play devil's
And that's what
advocate
he and
here?
that's what he was saying is like, if you're in this culture or you're in this genre of whatever, that's fine. You don't know who they are, but don't dismiss it like, oh, I don't know who they are. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
got an OG that's in front of you that is a top-notch actor or rapper, got probably millions and billions in the bank, and you just dismissing it because you're a streamer, then why are you even there? You know what I mean? You shouldn't even be there. If you don't care about that, then don't go to these places. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you said that the younger crowd should know who the older crowd is because they paved the way, right? So
in a sense,
is
I mean, they
it
don't have to know
wrong?
all of it.
Is it wrong if the older crowd doesn't know who the younger crowd is, like the up and coming? So let's say Dion Cole didn't know who Casanat was. Like, would that be wrong?
No, I mean, in a sense, no, because like I said, they're putting these kids in these positions to interact with these people. So, for instance, Casanat's not an actor, right? He's not a rapper. He's a streamer. He's some kid that plays, you know, on the computer and records himself doing dumb shit in a room full of other men, right? Whatever. That's his thing. Cool. But don't bring him to the Emmys so he can walk the red carpet and he don't know who Denzel Washington is, or he don't know who, you know, some of these people are because he's too young or he never watched the movie. Like, then why is he there? That's like taking me and hey man, come to this Indian fest out here and watch all these Bollywood dudes. I don't know any of them. So why am I going to go? If I'm a famous streamer, why would I go there? They're only putting him there because he's a famous streamer. And that's the problem. They're putting these kids in positions to fail. And I mean, I put most of the blame on whoever hired him to go there because he's walking the red carpet and don't know who anybody is. That's like hiring a technician and he don't know how to work on cars and expect him to do a good job. Like, you wouldn't do that if you don't know the parts. What you did before here? I worked at a fish store. Oh, the fuck, you working on cars? You worked in a fish store before? Like, it don't make sense. Now, if it was a game thing or a streaming event or some Netflix bullshit, then maybe. Not to like an Emmy or Oscars. Like, who wants to see Kai Cenat? Nobody wants to see this nigga. He's not an actor. He's actually been in, I think, 2 movies, and he's a shitty actor. So, like,
I mean,
the same thing with the Speed Kid. Like, this, all these kids do is just show up with a camera in their face, ask a dumb question, say something stupid, and then that's it. And that's why they're the problem is that we're making people who are not talented at anything besides being stupid, making them famous, giving them all this money, and giving them a platform to shit on people or act like they're too good. For instance, Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast shit is cool because he does games, like he does game show type of shit now. Like that shit's cool because it's like he's interacting with other people and live people. He's not just doing a chat, he's not just streaming some bullshit. The same thing with what's his name? Marcus, the black kid, the one that does like tech reviews. Marcus something. But I watch him all the time. He's really good. Love him. Amazing. He does tech reviews and that makes sense to me. Like he's doing that. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I could watch him preview a phone that I might want to buy. That makes sense to me. So but like these streamer cats, I just can't click with them. Even though they do funny shit. I'm good with that. Do funny shit, that's cool. But it's like I don't get when they start walking around and they're doing like live streaming and they just talking to people and not doing anything remotely funny. Like, for instance, when he did with the Kevin Hart shit. People said it was the funniest shit they watched. I thought it was. I see maybe 1 or 2 funny things Kevin said, and that was when he was making fun of them. But that was it. And like I said, it's just, to me, it's just dick riding at this point. Or it's just like, oh, Kai's not super famous. How can I get on board so people can see me? Hi, I'm Kevin Hart. And then like after that, you start seeing other people, and then it becomes like a thing where it's like, oh, we got to get you on Kai Cenat's stream because he got 1 million viewers. Like, I'm like, bro.
Well, I can see what they're doing.
And they become
Why
advertisement.
why would BET bring Casanat there and have him do what he does? Because whether we like it or understand it or not, that streaming thing is the next wave, and it's huge, right? So I think they're trying not to get left behind this time, because usually with the older crowd, I mean, we kind of like we're the last to catch on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think with what they're doing with Kai is like they're not trying to get left behind on the streaming thing, and they're trying to bring all of it together. I can I can understand it in my own way, but I do see your point. I do
I
see
mean,
your
I get
point.
the streaming thing. That's
Yeah.
fine. I get that it's a new wave of stuff. Like people
Hmm.
game, stream, which is cool. Like I watch gamers play games that I might want to get and all that shit. But like it just seems like there's like a small pocket of streamers who literally don't do anything. They just do dumb shit all the time or bother people or do pranks that are not funny. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like the TikTok wave kind of damaged um just the thought process of becoming famous. Like becoming famous before took hard work. You know, if you were a good actor, you had to act. You know, if you were a good rapper or musician, you had to do some musical shit. If you were
Hmm.
a good, you know, boxer, you had to box. In some cases, Jake Paul with his shitty ass fights. But even that, like you see, he was a streamer and now all of a sudden he became a boxer. I'm like, bro, and he doesn't even box real boxers half the time. Like, it just blows my mind. It's like they're taking something and they just dumb it down, they damage it, you know? And it's just, I don't know, like everybody wants to be famous, but not do nothing famous. They don't want to do nothing that's talented, that makes them talented. Like there's no talent and you acting like an idiot in the street and getting 1,000 views. You know, like this. You know, you're
Well.
not podcasting. You're not like I see a plenty of famous podcasters that blow up from interviews or maybe use their star power, like Joe Budden, but
Hmm.
just idiot streaming. And that's what I call it. It's just idiot streaming. It's when you just act like an idiot and
Hmm.
you get popular, and then you let people gas you up on a chat. And when they send you $5
Well.
or a super chat, you go and you stick, a Mr. Softy ice cream up your ass because they paid you to do it. It's just
but
that's what it is,
people are easily amused though. So I mean,
bro. Like, at what point do we be like, yo, this is some foul shit now? Like I get it. They got OnlyFans pages now. People are painting their toes and sticking them up their ass, and people pay top dollars to see shit like that, and that's fine. But it's like when it's almost like poisoning the platforms. Like you know, every
mhm.
time you scroll up, you see tits and some bitch pulling their yoga pants through their ass and trying to, like, bro, that shit gets tiring after a while. Like, don't get me wrong,
I agree.
I
I
love
agree.
ass. Ass is my favorite thing. Like, you guys just, but like after a while, it just numbs your fucking brain. I'm like, and half these bitches don't even have real asses. It's like, and half of them are not even girls. That's another thing. So it's like, I don't want to see you wedge your Lululemon
Oh man.
$150 pants up your ass all day. Like that is just, I'm like, oh dude, like this is just crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just over it. Like I miss the days where it was like, yo, you see a girl you like, dress nice. Like she don't
Hmm.
have to be naked. Like dress nice. It gives you that feel like, oh, she's pretty. I want to talk to her. I
Yeah.
want to vibe with her. Like now it's like, bro, me and Jeff talk all the time. Like if we were single, or if I was single, I wouldn't even know how to approach people because one, I don't know if they dumb laptop, dog, cat, mouse. I don't know what
Yeah.
they are. Two, you shaking your ass on Instagram, so I'm thinking like you're about that life. But then when I tell you you look pretty, you wig out on me. Like you get my drift. Like you can't, you ain't gonna win out here, dog. It's just different. It's different.
Yeah.
Like I just miss the days where you see somebody on the train and you just go sit next to them and you talk. Like I don't know, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of weird shit, dog. I was like, especially the dudes who turn chick. Bro, Jesse showed me this video the other day where a dude was dressed. I knew it was a dude only because he did some weird shit that dudes do. Like his body posture was kind of weird, but he had tits, face, hair, and don't get me wrong, from a distance, he was a pretty girl at the moment. But then when you realize, like, yo, that could sneak into your bedroom, bro, imagine you go out somewhere and that shit happens to you, nigga. Like,
that's why I don't drink when I go out.
Nigga, they need to start wearing patches or something. But like, yo,
yeah,
I was an hombre before.
T-shirt or something,
all right? Yeah, bro. And I know that shit sounds crazy, but like, do they get in? Is there any way do they get in trouble if they lie to you and something goes down and like, oh shit, you dramatized for life because they done, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they get in trouble or not, but
I think there needs to be some kind of law. Yeah. Like, yo, if you transgender, nigga, you need to announce that shit to whoever you talking to. You can't lie.
Yeah, I agree.
What if you get caught up? You made a girl, you vibing, you don't sleep with her, obviously yet, but like you do the thing, and then when that time happens, it's like you find out. I mean, I know this shit happened because I've heard shit happen that like this, and then people get murked for. I've heard that guys actually killed the girl that did this, but I've heard stories of this shit happening a lot. But is there a law like yo? Can I sue you? Can I get you jailed for lying to me? And now I had a whole nigga like blah 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 blah. Like that shit crazy, bro. You know that shit. I don't know, dog. That's just. I'm just gonna stay married. Me and Jess are fine, bro. Like I just. Even if shit didn't work out, I'll be like, yo, just let's at least be cool and we could just, you know what I mean? Like, this shit crazy
it's hard to navigate, man.
That shit is weird. weird. But next thing I wanted to talk about, and then we can cut. I want to just say this. I don't know if you've been seeing Ariana Grande. I can't even say her name. It's just so annoying. And the black girl, I forget her name, and I hate saying the black girl, but the girl from Wicked. All right, so they did the movie together. The bald chick.
Is this? Is it one movie or two movies?
No, it was one movie. No, they just been promoting it like crazy for like fucking 30 years. It feels like that's
what I'm asking. It was one movie or two.
It's not even the movie. I'm not hating on the movie. It might be good. I don't know. It's a Wizard of Oz like prequel, which sounds kind of cool because those characters are pretty dope to learn about what they were before they were Tin Man and all that shit. But the fact that the Grande girl's in it, and I cannot stand Ariana Grande, dog. I just how I feel about like Nicki Minaj and like Mariah Carey and her, like they just seem like annoying people to be around. Like they're just really just annoying, nasty people. Like they just front like they're nice, but then like they're real shitty in the background.
Her name is Cynthia Erivo.
Yes, yeah. She got like a weird last name, but they've been going around. And people have been complaining because they're so cringy, bro. Like they do all this. I can't even explain it. It's like in one thing they were doing like an interview with them about the movie, and Ariana Grande, like the interview guy was like touching Ari the wrong way, I guess, and like the girl, what's her name? The bald
Cynthia.
chick? Cynthia grabbed like Ari's hand and like rubbed it for her, like it was bothering her that the guy was touching her. But yeah, they both look like frail. They look like they've done a lot of drugs or something. They just look sick. They're bony. And at first I thought it was like a thing for the movie. Maybe they lost weight for the movie because people do that. But she looks like she's about to, bro, her arm was like this. Like it was just,
You
bro,
talking both of them skinny like that?
both of them, yeah. But Ari's mad skinny,
Nah,
but they're
I
both
know.
skinny.
Well, yeah, they are both skinny.
And I looked at videos of her before, and that she didn't look that skinny. When she was doing them other movies, she didn't look that skinny. So I thought it was for the movie, but they're still skinny. They still look like they're sick. I mean, she looks like a cancer patient. And and they just going around like doing these weird things. Like, all right, so the last incident that happened was a kid ran out and gave like Ariana Grande a hug or some weird shit like that, or grabbed her, and everybody freaked out, right? And Cynthia like came to the rescue and like doing judo shit and told the kid to get away and being mean and all this shit. And everybody's like, "Oh my god, this he jumped on Ariana Grande. It's so dangerous, so dangerous." I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody trying to kill Ariana Grande. They want to give that skinny bitch a hug or a cheeseburger. I don't know what, but the kid was excited to see her, and they acting like the kid was trying to kill her, or maybe he was trolling her. I don't know. Either way, like they were acting like the kid killed her, bro. Like it was crazy. But yeah, it's just super cringy, the shit they do on the interviews, and they rubbing each other and acting mad weird. And I don't know if they're both gay or they're both into each other, or maybe Cynthia's gay and Ari's just taking the vibes. I don't. It just feels like to me like Cynthia might be the gay one, and Ari don't know what the fuck's going on in life because she lives in La La Land, and Cynthia's just like the super gay best friend and thinks she has a shot, and then when the shit don't work out, they're gonna hate each other. That's the vibe I get from that situation. Not saying that Ari might not be gay. I don't know. And then they keep saying like, "We love the LGBT community." Blah, 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 blah. Like they're feeding this aura of just like, "Hey, look at us. We both might be gay. Accept it," or "We're not gay. We're just playing a part." I don't know, dog. It's super annoying. It's super weird. Mad people are hating on it, and people are saying that people are hating on it. I don't know. It's just super annoying, bro. Like these people have no idea that real life goes on in the background, and they think that acting like this weird shit is cool. It just bugs me out, dog. It's insane how disconnected some of these people are. And this goes back to what I said with the streamers. Like they're just like, even famous people. Don't get me wrong, they're both talented people, but they're so disconnected. It's like, I don't know, dog.
I know what you mean. It's like they're living in their own little world, like their own little bubble type thing. I mean, but I'm looking at pictures of them, and they are skinny, like really skinny.
Dude, you gotta watch the videos where they're just acting so fucking gay to each other. I'm like, bro, this shit's weird as fuck. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they announced themselves as he, they, them, or single, gay, bi, or like. But Ari, it's crazy because Ari, before this, when her music is popping, she's the biggest thought, talking girl. Oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm sexy. I'm gonna, like, she's doing all that shit, and then like she goes on, like she tries to fit, like she's trying to fit in every time. Like she'll try to fit in her music by acting like a little skeezer and do those kind of music, that kind of music, and then like when she does her acting, now she's trying to fit in with the LGBT, but just a couple of years ago she was, hugging on rappers and trying to be relevant all the time. It's just weird, dog. It's just like she's like culture vulturing so many different cultures, like the movie culture, the music culture. It's like, bro, pick something and just be yourself. Like I have a feeling she has no idea who she is. She don't know if she's Cat from Nickelodeon. She don't know if she's a Wizard of Oz witch. She don't know if she's a rapper whore. Like she don't know what she is.
Jeez.
That's just my final take on that shit. That shit's just weird. Ari, you're a weirdo. And it's okay to be weird. It's fine. But like you're extremely fucking annoying looking. Like even her voice, the way she's like, oh my god. like shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Like
I know that voice that she used on Nickelodeon.
Bro, oh my god. That shit was annoying, dog. When she was on that shit. I don't know. Bro, shut like now I know why people didn't like working with her on that cast, because I heard she was annoying to work with. One. But dude, like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Like why you can't say your words out loud? Like why they all sound like you just like you falling asleep? Like she's trying to talk while she just drank a whole bottle of NyQuil. I'm sorry. I should be more nice, I know, right? Yeah.
Man, speak how you feel, bro.
Yeah, that's how I feel. And Cynthia, please stop. You're a good actor. Don't ruin it acting like a fucking like a babysitter to a fucking nepo baby. Like, come on.
Yeah,
she's acting like she's. I don't know what the fuck she's acting like.
My only critique of her, like she should have let security handle that. Like I would have jumped in if just in case dude would have been crazy or something.
That's exactly what they said. But they said the security took too long. Bro, security just saw the kid run. The kid, bro, he ran stupid fast. Ended up there. Bro, you're famous. This is what comes with being famous, and you're upset because some goofy ass nigga came out and trolled you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Cut it out, bro. If you don't want nobody to run up on you, then guess what? Stay home. You're gonna be famous. You can't do nothing about that.
And then I think the dude that ran up, he kind of loony a little bit. I think he really might be like something might be wrong with him.
Oh, if that was the case, then fine. But like, don't like I don't know. Like you can't do anything in those certain situations. You can't protect anything from everybody. Like it just so many things could go wrong. I mean, president almost got shot in the face. Like you know what I mean? Like. You can't protect everything. You just have to be aware. The kid ran up on you. Whoop! Awareness right out the window. Hire some new bodyguards or something. I don't know, dude. When you're that famous, you got to figure out like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this long red carpet. Maybe we should just go into the back, hang out there for a little while. I don't know, bro. I'm over streamers and famous people acting like they're actually the person they are playing in the fucking movie. Like it is weird. Get over it. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for the podcast today.
Well,
anything
actually,
get off your chest?
Yes, I do. If I would have paid money to go see Fantastic Four, I would have been disappointed. If I would have paid to go see it.
Yeah.
But since I got to watch it on Disney Plus, okay, because it's they okay. Fantastic Four overall, it was good. However, there were some things in the movie where I was like, "Yo, man, they really took some shortcuts." Because okay, this number one. Susan was able to push Galactus just by herself with her superpower. Now I get it. Human emotions erupt and it amplifies your powers, and then on top of that, some mother protecting her child. Okay, I get that, but Galactus is a celestial being. I don't see no situation where you are strong enough.
No shit.
To push this guy into the void, man. So it's like this is why I hate watching movies, because I tear them apart, bro. Like And now, but I will say this: I feel like they got the characters right. I feel like they got Reed Richards right. They got Johnny Storm right. They got Susan Storm right, and they got Ben right. Because in all of the previous movies, Ben or the Thing, he was just this angry rock monster. But in this one, they gave him a human side, right? Like, and the other ones he was portrayed as just angry and dumb. But he was Reed Richards' best friend. Like, he was on that spaceship for a reason, because he's smart. Now, he's not as smart as Reed Richards, but he can keep up with some of that stuff that Reed Richards is saying, where most normal people, they're not as smart. They can't catch on to what he was saying. So in this movie, they gave him some smarts, and then they made him human. Like, he's the one holding the baby and all this kind of stuff. So that was, I think that was really, really dope of his character. Johnny was not the flashy Spider-Man cracking jokes type. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say? Like, he wasn't that in this one, and I don't know how to feel about that. Because I'm used to his character acting that way, but I do feel that those types of characters are they're a dime a dozen, man.
Yeah,
there's so many of those archetypes.
Spider-Man, the Deadpool, Iceman, So I see what you mean, though.
Yeah.
But I think with the Johnny thing, they always portrayed him that way, and I think they wanted him to be a little bit more serious in this one because it was such a big threat. You got to remember, like, they tried twice, like 2 movies already, and they fucked this character up. Well, they fucked the whole franchise up, to be honest. But they really had to bring it. They had to bring it forward because they had a story to tell, and it had to be told. So the fact that they even had time to introduce Ben as a like having even a remote love interest with the teacher, because that was actually his in the movie. Well, in the comic book, I think he falls in love with her and she ends up dying or something from like an attack. If I could be wrong, but I know in one universe that happens. But even the fact that they put that in there was good because it was a good development for that character for people who probably don't even know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to remember, man, these books go back, decades. There's kids just watching Fantastic Four for the first time don't know who these guys are. Mm-hmm. So it's like, who we're trying to tell the story to. The people who already know the story. We know the story, but we gotta put some flakes in there to let people know who he is and how he did, and what he's about. So I see what you mean, but it was good to see that they even did that because, like you said, he wasn't just a. That's why I think the inside joke with the say it. Oh, I'm not gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the whole inside joke because when he says that, he sounds stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's the whole point. Like, clobbering time. Every time he said that in the show, you knew some shit was gonna happen.
That's funny, man.
And it was time for him to be dumbed down. Yeah, no, I did appreciate that, but like you said, I paid for it. Me and Jess went to see it. And like I told you before you even saw it, I was like, it's a story that needs to be told because they cannot do the rest of this shit without these characters. That's a fact. So just the fact that they did these characters and kind of forced everything out there and did it without trying to jeopardize the vibe of Galactus was hard to do in itself already, because Galactus is like one of those characters you can't defeat, but you have to eventually see him. Yeah. You're gonna see him. It's like it's like you can't defeat your parents, but one day you're gonna have to go see them. You're gonna have to argue with them one day, but Galactus is that, like you can't not fight him, but you cannot win either. So what we do? So them doing the void thing was kind of like, all right, I get it. So he got to come back.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, I mean, I get it. It was. I'm not gonna lie. If I look at this movie and the way they did it, it makes me think that they are not that important to the overall story. It's like they're a part of the story, but they're not like an important part of the story.
The Fantastic Four, or you talking about Galactus?
Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is not.
So I'm gonna tell you this: if they're doing the story arc of Doctor Doom's Battle Earth, Fantastic Four, major part of that storyline, that story arc. Mm-hmm. Frank, the kid, the one that they're after, big storyline, almost the main character at that point. So as for the Fantastic Four, all four of them, maybe not. Maybe Reed, Frank, and maybe Sue. But as for the other two, they could be kind of like not that important. But Galactus, definitely not important. He was a throwaway character for sure. Silver Surfer, I don't think is an important character. This was just a way to introduce them and get them into the Marvel universe as it is now.
See, okay. If you could have introduced the Fantastic Four in a different way, because every movie that they've had, well, the first movie they was dealing with Dr. Doom, but this is twice we've seen a movie where they're fighting Galactus. Like did they have to use Galactus in this? Or are they setting it up for something else?
I think so, because it was the easiest way to get to intergalactic, kind of travel, like time traveling. It was the fastest way. Oh, we'll just throw Galactus because he's, Reed Richards will come up with some genius plan to make a portal and advance, time travel without having anybody like Ant-Man, Iron Man, or any of these characters, Hulk, helping. Fastest way. But it was the fastest way.
Okay, in my opinion.
Because if there wasn't a threat, if the threat wasn't as big as Galactus, there was no need for them to travel. They could defeat him. They needed somebody they couldn't defeat. Galactus was the perfect one. They can't defeat him, so what we're gonna do? We gotta make some kind of portal to push him out, and then all of a sudden they know how to time travel. Now they created a rift in the timeline, and oh shit, Dr. Doom found out where Franklin is. You understand? Because he wasn't supposed to be there, because he was supposed to be destroyed, because Galactus was supposed to eat that planet or that universe. So now that they survived, they are in the fraction timeline, which I don't know if you watch the TVA shit.
Yeah, the TVA,
yeah. So now that line broke off, and now we got that shit was supposed to be destroyed by Galactus, and it wasn't. So now they, he's there. And Dr. Doom, being as smart as he is, he probably figured that out and found out that Reed Richards' son was going to be this powerful kid with crazy powers that he needs. So
I get that, but maybe and the reason why I'm saying this, because I just feel like the movie was kind of cheesy a little bit, due to the simple fact that you're trying to tell this story, but it's like you're trying to tell a really rich history in such a short time. So it's like you skip so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I think maybe what they could have done was they could have used Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange was jumping through all these multiverses that we've already seen this already. So you just have him bump into the Fantastic Four by accident. Now, he didn't mean to go there, but just like when he was bouncing through all the planets, he ended up in a planet. I forget wherever it was, but he ended up there by accident. So he could have ended up in that Fantastic Four world by accident.
Yeah, I mean anything could have been, they could have did anything, dog. To be honest, I mean, it's fucking Marvel. It's comic book shit.
Yeah,
they could have did anything. They could have blew up the lab, and then all of a sudden a portal popped up, and boom, there you go, fucking Goku. Like anything could have happened, but they needed the most simplest way without hurting any other IPs. So like if they would have brought Doctor Strange, I don't know, if that was, let's say that was a talking point, like, oh, let's say they have a board and like, oh, how we introduce these guys to this? Oh, we can use Doctor Strange. Let's say that was a talking point. All right, how can we use Doctor Strange? They will have to come up with a whole elaborate thing, like, oh, he was fighting here and he got kicked in the portal or whatever. Boom. Yeah, that would have worked. But now Doctor Strange is kind of like in the movie. One, they have to pay for that. So let's just remember, they don't want to pay for that. They're saving money by not putting Doctor Strange in the movie. So that's one. Because it doesn't matter how good the story is, it boils down to the money and how much they cannot spend on the movie. If they wanted to put Doctor Strange in that movie for 10 minutes, that would have cost them another probably like $5 million for, hair, makeup, and, AI, graphics and all that, like whatever they're going to do. And then have to pay the actor. So that's one. But Galactus was the cheap, at keeping everybody fresh and new was the cheapest route. The most expensive thing on that set was Pedro Pascal playing Mr. That was the most expensive shit on that set.
And he did a good job too. Like he did a real good job. Like he's my favorite Reed Richards so far. Like he nailed it. He was dope.
Yeah,
he was dope.
Super good actor. I love him in everything he does. Everything. But
Galactus, I don't think we've seen the last of Galactus.
No, definitely not. I'm not saying it's the end of him, but it's.
I'm thinking he's going to reemerge. Because he's a celestial being. Like he can travel through dimensions, can't he?
And I think that's. I mean, I don't think they'll bring him back per se, but I do think they will mention him, and you probably will see him again. But I don't think he'll be like this villain, because he doesn't make a good villain. Let's keep it real. He's great in the comic books because they could draw the fuck out of him, but in a movie, he doesn't make a great villain, because it will almost have to be like the Legos Marvel, where you need like 100 niggas to fight him and still don't beat him, because he's just Galactus. You can't beat this nigga. Like, you have to be like one of those other Celestials.
They had like 100 niggas with Thanos.
Yeah, but that's all right. And that was with Thanos, bro. Like, come on. And this is Galactus. We're talking about, this is a whole nother level of power. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make sense, like, for Galactus to be a bad guy. Pushing him away is different than defeating him.
Okay, so okay, never mind. Good. Because you say it doesn't make sense for Galactus to be a bad guy, but he was a bad guy in Fantastic Four, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so cheesy.
But let's stay on that. Let's stay on that point, right? They gave him a backstory, which they never do. But you remember his backstory. He was a regular person at one point that got kind of drafted into this thing that he didn't want to do, and this is why he became this hunger planet eating person. He didn't even want to do the job. He's doing it because he has to. Like, that's his job. So is he a bad guy? In hindsight, yeah, he's a bad guy. He's eating planets to survive, but they told him that's his motherfucking job. Go do it. Niggas is mad at ticket cops all day long, but hey, they got a job to do, so they're giving you a fucking ticket. It's weird. I compared him to a ticket cop. But you catch my drift, though. He's just doing what he got to do to keep the universe steady.
So,
and
go ahead.
And that's just what he does. He don't want to do it.
So
even Silver Surfer said he don't like they don't.
and I was going to ask.
Silver Surfer. Let me go back to that.
Yeah.
I thought she was great.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't gonna like her, but
she
I
actually
really I thought she was really dope. I liked her vibe. It was good. Because I know there are multiple Silver Surfers, because depending on what dimension or whatever, but I thought she was a good Silver Surfer. I really hope she returns. Like that was one, change of character I didn't mind. It was actually really good, really dope. But go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was asking. I was about to ask. I don't think we've seen the last of the Silver Surfer. I think she will be back.
Nah, bro. I really wish they would do like a dope little, maybe like a couple episodes of the Silver Surfer, like how she became or he became. That I think that would be good. Like it don't even have to be like a superhero. I just would like to see how. I mean, we all know the story. He became Galactic. Then he from another planet. He sacrificed himself for his planet. I get that, but that would be kind of cool to see instead of reading. And see how he goes around. I want to see him going around finding the planets and Galactus going to them and destroying them. Watching the people try to fight him off, and kind of like watching the bad guys do bad things type of shit with no heroes. Maybe bump into a couple of unknown heroes. I don't know, maybe a different planet where maybe, I don't know, the X-Men get smoked off because it's a different universe, just something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
So I'm trying to figure out this phase. So you got Fantastic Four, Captain America, which is now Sam Wilson. Yeah. X-Men, Winter Soldier, Thunderbolts,
which are the new
Avengers.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad line.
No,
it's just a a new version of everybody.
Yeah.
I just want to know when they see Dr. Doom and they see Robert Downey Jr. I want to know. Oh shit, I got chills. I want to know if that's gonna be like oh shit, you look like Tony Stark's. Like, are you? Like I wonder if they're gonna recognize him. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if that's gonna be a thing. And like I said, they could go different ways with this shit. They could be like, oh, this was Tony Stark. He took, Dr. Doom took Tony Stark's body, because that happened too. There's so many ways they can go about this. So many ways. It's nuts.
I'm wondering if Daredevil is going to be in this, make his way into this, because I know they keep mentioning his name in these things, but I don't really know how he,
all over the place. Yeah,
he fits into the plan. And then there's Blade as well, unless they exist, unless they're going to exist outside. They're in the MCU, but they're going to exist outside of that storyline.
Yeah.
And I think they're probably going to exist outside of that storyline.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like I think they're gonna be like yo, we got Daredevil, he taking care of the streets type of nigga. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need him. You know what I mean? He does his own thing, kind of like Batman. But but if I don't ever see Daredevil, like these are characters I don't ever see mixing with the elite characters, which is like the
mix with the elites,
Tony's, right? Which is like Iron Man, Hulk. I don't see Daredevil up there with them. I don't see Elektra. I don't see.
They're too dark. They're too dark.
Yeah, I don't see Ghost Rider. I don't see Venom. I don't see any of these characters ever. Blade.
Yeah.
Ever joining these guys. If they're gonna Moon Knight, I don't see these characters ever being part of that world. Like maybe in the same universe, but I don't ever see them ever helping
sharing the screen. Yeah,
right, sharing a screen, because
so while they fighting Doom, they probably
they're doing something else. They might be off doing. All right, we'll fight intergalactic problems, but you guys take care of the street problems.
Yeah.
Iron Man is not doing street shit.
Yeah.
Iron Man is not helping the little old lady who just got mugged.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna take his $1 billion suit to go fight a drug dealer. You know, Spider-Man type shit. That
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil. You know, those characters. Ghost Rider. But I just don't see them being part of the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, their stories need to be told because they are in the MCU and they do interact with these characters every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
But characters like Ghost Rider and Blade, I don't.
But I don't see.
You know,
even,
I don't ever see them asking Blade for help unless they're dealing with vampires. You know,
again, but see, and with Blade, I don't think Blade could team up with anybody.
I mean, you're probably right because he just.
I mean, he's the vampire thing.
Up to, He takes care of vampires. He's traveling to make sure vampires ain't killing people.
And that's his
Iron Man
thing.
don't know how to deal with vampires. Like
Daredevil don't know how to deal with vampires. And I think vampires. I think vampires is kind of a too small of a thing for Ghost Rider to get involved.
Right, because they don't have souls anyway. And Ghost Rider's eating souls. Like, so it's almost like their background don't make sense.
To mesh up.
It just don't make sense. Like for video games, it makes all the sense because you can put all these guys to fight in a hallway and they all fight the same. Mm-hmm. But in a storyline sense, for them to adopt, for instance, like Marvel Alliance kind of vibe, where all the people are in the game, it just wouldn't work because there's not enough time and there's not enough money to put all these characters in a movie.
Like that's an ass of character, like, bro. Good God.
I'm pretty sure what they did with Thanos is not ever gonna happen again, bro. That was just heavy stress on a budget, and you could tell they're not. I promise you, it will be big, but it will never be that big again. I don't think it will ever touch that climactic vibe we got. Yeah. I just don't think so.
Yeah, but I mean that was a good
Dr. Doom. Even Dr. Doom, I don't think it's gonna be like a super big fight. I think it's just gonna be more like a how to outsmart this motherfucker, more or less. Thanos was a problem because they had to whoop his ass. Dr. Doom, I think they have to outsmart him because he's so smart. Like you can't get rid of this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so, if Doom's, it would have to be a really big fight. Because
it's gonna be a big fight. But what I'm saying is like he has Doom bots. You know what I'm saying? He got multiple different kind of Doom bots that do he even cloned himself at one point. And they thought they killed Dr. Doom, and then it wasn't. He was in Liberia somewhere or some bullshit like that. What I'm saying is like Dr. Doom is that guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna outsmart the fuck out of these guys. I'm telling you, it's not going to end the way we think it's gonna end. Dr. Doom is not gonna die, and if he does, he's gonna save himself. Don't ask me how. Time travel, one of his other variations will come out and save himself, bro. I'm telling you, though. Watch, you see. Dr. Doom is that guy. But yeah.
All right, man. I had to get that out, man. I was
you cool. I actually forgot I forgot to ask you about that shit. I remember talking to you about it, but I forgot to ask you about after you watched it.
Because I watched it a couple times, but then I'm gonna watch it again once I get off here. Just to
I haven't watched it. I only watched it once. I'll probably watch it again just to kind of because there was a lot of things that I didn't see that a lot of people said they saw, and I wanted to watch it over. And you always miss it on the first one. You're so excited. You're trying to catch everything, but you can't.
And then the story moves so fast, bro.
Yeah, it's going, bro. It is going. This shit started on 7 and then ended up at 10 in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, dude. Just let me know what's going on and hit me up if anything.
All right, bro.
And for all the subscribers out there, appreciate you guys. Like, share, and all that bullshit, and let us know what you think. And We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Later.
Mm.